Welcome back everybody to another episode of Fashion Friday. Now a few weeks ago we saw the release of the final stage of the Radical Summers event, so I thought now would be a perfect time to do a Fashion Friday around that theme. So today I've got 10 Radical Summer designs to show off. So let's jump straight into design number 1, and that's the Ultimate Warrior. Now the Ultimate Warrior decal is quite a fun one to play around with, and we're going to be focusing on its mix of colors of purple, orange and saffron. What I think pairs very nicely here are the Kalos wheels in orange, and they've got that mix of orange and saffron in the design. We're then adding an orange octane as a nice accessory piece. Moving on to our boost, we're going with a purple hex face because I thought the purple matched up with that of the design. And the final pickup is going to be the very cheap purple laser wave trail. We move on to design number 2, which is Cobra Kai. Now this is also a decal that it has a fun set of colors to play with, and what combos very nicely with those colors is going to be these saffron fire plugs. Very cheap pickup, and they've got a mix of crimson, saffron, black on the tread and even white along the centerpiece. We're then going for a saffron octane, which is our most expensive pickup here, but it's one that only runs for around 5 keys on Steam. The boost of choice is going to be the Saffron / Beam 3 because of its nice mix of saffron and black. For the trail, we are going with the Tachyon 3 painted saffron. The final addition can be the Miyagi topper if you are a fan of toppers, because it does fit the theme very nicely. For design number 3, we got a submission by FabM on our Discord server, and this one's called the Howling Wolf. Now this is a fantastic thematic design, and it's going to be starting off with the titanium white merc, runs for around 1 key on Steam, and it's paired with the beautiful BB Wolf decal. Now this is one of my favorite decals in the game, but unfortunately it's limited to the merc, which isn't the most popular car. Now for our Radical Summers item, Fab paired this up with the ET wheels because the full moon matched up with the theme of the wolf. For the boost, there are a wide variety of painted sparkles or sacred you can go with, and I decided to opt for the grey sparkles in this design. Now I'm not quite sure what the exact trail Fab decided to go with, but here I think the Tachyon 3 is a good fit. The final addition is going to be a metallic paint finish on the primary and secondary. Now that alongside the boost creates a starry effect for our design. Our next design is the Vaporwave. We're going to be starting off by taking a look at the Octane Vaporwave decal, which is a great new addition from the Totally Awesome crate. Now what I think pairs very nicely with the triangles of this car design is going to be the pink Yamains, which are quite cheap and I think on Steam will run you around half a key. We're then going for a sky blue octane, which is going to be the expensive pickup at around 9 keys. Moving on to the boost, we're obviously going with that Vaporwave from the Radical Summers event, and then the final pickup is going to be the sky blue laser wave. The Ghost is our next design. It's going to be starting off with those Ghostbuster wheels, and they've got a cool design with a fun mix of red, black and white. Now a fantastic fit in this design is going to be the Ghost Esports decal. The name fits the theme, and it's got a mix of black and white for us to play with. However, if you're not a fan of the Ghost Esports decal, there are other ones you can opt for example the G2 or the NRG decals. Our painted octane is going to be the Crimson, which pairs very nicely with the wheels. Taking a look at the boost, we're going with one I haven't used before, but that's going to be the Titanium White Cloudburst for its mix of white and black in the design. The final pickup is going to be the Candy Cane Trail, and we're picking this one up because it's got a mix of white and crimson in the design. For our next design, we've got FabM's Sunset. Now this one's going to be starting out with the Sunset 1986 wheels. These were a fantastic addition in Radical Summers, very unique and a lot of colors to play with. We've then got the Partly Cloudy decal, very cheap, runs for around half a key, and it fits into the theme of sort of a cloudy sunset. We're then picking up a Sky Blue Octane at a price tag of around 9 keys. Fab decided to go with the Season 8 Gold Boost, which I think fits very nicely. It's got a great mix of some light and dark oranges. The final pickup for our trail is going to be the Hackswerve 3, and we're going for one painted orange. Next up is our cassette design, submitted to us by Cosmic Note. Now this one's obviously starting with those cassette wheels, which were another fantastic addition to the Radical Summers event. Cosmic Notes pairing it with the Dominus, and I think the Dominus is a great fit here because it hides the tread, which not too many people are a fan of. Cosmic Note then went for the mainliner decal here. I think it's a great addition, and it's also a very cheap, cool decal to pick up. Our boost of choice is going to be the Red Ion, which helps to keep this a very cheap design. And the final addition is going to be a titanium white hack swerve, and that's a cheap addition at around half a key. We then move on to our third and final submission by Fab M. That's going to be his low poly distro. The design is going to be starting out with the low poly wheels. These ones are really cool, but I haven't seen too many designs that utilize it, so it's great to see it picked up here. We've then got a distro import car, runs for around half a key on Steam, but I definitely think you can switch this up and use this design on any car you'd like. Now what I love about this design is Fab's use of a carbon fiber paint finish to match up with the design of our low poly wheels. Now moving on to our accessories, we've got the polygonal boost, which matches up with our low poly design. And then the final pickup is going to be the Hot Rocks Trail, which is very cheap at around 25 cents. Our next design is named Voltron. And for this one, we're going to be focusing on the color scheme of the Voltron topper. Our first pickup is obviously going to be that Voltron decal. When we move on to the wheels, we're going to be picking up Crimson Infinium because the colors of these wheels match up very nicely with that Voltron color scheme. Our painted octane is going to be that sky blue. For the boost, we are opting for the Crimson Flamethrower. Got a heavy mix of crimson and also a little bit of blue in the design. We then have the sky blue laser wave. And our final pickup is going to be the straight line paint finish on the primary. I tried a wide variety of paint finishes from circuit boards to furries, but I thought this straight line did a great job at adding some spice to the primary of this design. The final design in today's video is going to be the Toxic Octane. Now this one's going to be starting off with the Ectoplasm boost, and we're creating a theme around that. We're going to be using a Fire God Black Marker decal with a price tag of around 13 keys. We're then going to be needing a Lime Octane, which goes for around 5 on Steam. Our wheels are probably one of the least popular in the game, and those are going to be the Lime Ved Ava 2s. These are a weird one, but I do think the animation matches up with that of the decal. However, you can switch them out for maybe some Lime A6, or I think the Free Sanchez wheels could also fit in this design. The final pickup is then going to be the Hack Swerve one that you can pick up from the Rocket Pass. Now that rounds up our 10 Radical Summers designs. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought your favorite design was, and also what car design video you would like to see in the next Fashion Friday. You can also find the link to the Discord in the description if you guys would like to submit designs and have them possibly featured in one of these episodes. But as always, thank you my friends for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.